It's about that time, and now it's going down. And we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Now, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets, and every single week you gotta pay this.
I think it's finally time. I think it's time to flow. I think it's time to start this podcast so they can know the right tips and strategies that bring success. It calls heaven on earth and our busyness. But this is all true because he changed the game and brought the kingdom to every soul representing his name. Now position yourself in him to be blessed and bring heaven on earth in your busyness. It's about that time and now it's going down. And we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Nah, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets, and every single week you gotta be this. It's about that time, and now it's going down. And we ain't letting nothing stop us, ain't no slowing down. Nah, it's Kingdom Marketing Secrets, and every single week you gotta be this.
Welcome to Kingdom Marketing Secrets, where you'll hear the best tips, tactics, and takeaways, and any other cool words starting with T, so you can advance your business online the Kingdom way. Welcome your host, Christopher Harold.
Hey, what's happening? What's going on, my friend? It is I, Chris Harold, the Kingdom Marketing Superman. And, I help Christ-centered coaches, consultants, and course creators land their dream clients fast using our Rapid Success System. And welcome to the next episode of the Kingdom Marketing Secrets podcast. I'm so excited that you're here, my friend. It's going to be really cool, right? And just with the title alone, I hope to kind of intrigue you, like, what is he talking about? How do I market like Jesus marketed, right? See, most folks don't truly understand, my friend, that God is an amazing entrepreneur. The best entrepreneur ever is God. I mean, you see throughout scriptures from Genesis to Revelation that God is all about entrepreneurship. God is all about buying and selling, right? God is all about solving people's problems, right? I mean, that's where we get it from, right? As entrepreneurs, we are what? Problem solvers, right? And so as kingdom entrepreneurs, we actually go to a higher level on how we solve problems in the marketplace, right? And so God gave us the blueprint, right? And see, this episode is inspired because a lot of folks come to me for help to grow their business online, right? And a lot of times if I'm speaking to people like on a one-on-one basis or in a group setting or wherever it might be, email, text message, I'm noticing a familiar trend with a lot of coaches, consultants, and experts who are yet to hit that six-figure mark, right? A lot of them stuck at $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, even $3,000 a month, right? And they want to grow and scale higher, right? But they're stuck at a place, and God revealed this to me. God gave me a revelation a few years back in 2020 when I was launching my Money in Marketing Masterclass, the 7-day masterclass, right? And I was launching this, and God gave me an epiphany, and he said, market like Jesus marketed. And he said, if you teach the people to do exactly what Jesus Christ did, that will begin to solve many other problems. So today's episode, I'm going to teach you and show you from the Word of God on how if you begin to change some of the things you're doing, right? If you begin to modify your approach, and you begin to do the exact thing that Christ did, I truly believe that you will see a huge change in results in your business, my friend. So, see, a lot of days, not a lot of days, but a lot of people nowadays, right, are being inundated with so much noise online, right? Everyone is trying to tell you to do this method to grow your business. Everyone's telling you to do that method to grow your business, right? And it's just really overwhelmed. It's too much noise, right? It's too much noise, right? And it leaves you paralyzed, right? Because if you're confused and you got to do a gazillion things every single day to grow your business, like you got to go live daily, you got to try to help this person over here, you got to try to post this content and post it over here, right? You got to send this email here, right? You got to try to start this dinner party here, right? You got to try to inbox this stranger, this script here, right? You got to kind of join this group over there, right? I mean, it's so much stuff that you won't get any results. It's no wonder that most people today are stuck and struggling in that coaching, consulting, course creator, expert business, right? So let me share with you this powerful passage that God gave me this revelation to when I was teaching a group of kingdom entrepreneurs this in 2020, and I've been teaching it ever since. I got a specialized training that I put. If you ever attend any of my virtual events, but one session on my training, I teach something called Who Are You Assigned To? See, I truly believe that God has assigned a group of people here on this planet for you to solve problems for, right? And I truly believe that if you take that approach and you do what Jesus did here in the scripture I'm about to share with you, everything can change. So let me share this passage with you. Let me pull up my iPad here, all right? And let me share this passage with you, and we also will put it on the screen. But simple passage, I'm going to share one verse for you in Matthew 15:24. Matthew 15:24. And it said, and he answered, I was sent only to the lost sheep of Israel. Now you want to know the context of this verse. The context of this verse, where there was a Canaanite woman approaching Jesus, right? And the disciples were getting upset because the woman's, kind of getting on their nerves. And basically, if you read verse 23, it says, but Jesus did not answer a word. So his disciples came and urged him, send her away. Get her out of here, Lord. She's getting on our nerves, right? But she keeps crying after us, right? And he answered and said, I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? But the woman came and knelt before him and said, Lord, help me. Now, that's a very powerful passage. And you're wondering, Chris, well, how does that verse apply to my business? How is that verse a kingdom marketing secret, right? Well, if you understand it, Jesus clearly knew what he was sent to this planet to do. And if you remember, I just said that I truly believe that God has created you and I. If you are a kingdom citizen, right, that you have an assignment here on this planet. And if you are in the marketplace, you have a kingdom entrepreneur, that God has called you to solve problems for a group of people. And not just their physical problems or money problems or things of that nature. I believe also spiritually as well, inside, right? So that's the advantage of being a kingdom entrepreneur. Not only can we solve problems for people externally, we also can solve problems for them internally, right? So, and I believe that you have an assignment. See, one of the greatest myths in the world that most entrepreneurs fall for, I did too, is that everyone needs your product or service. Everyone needs your offer, right? So what do? You post on social media talking to what? Everyone. And you wonder why it's crickets, right? Or you wonder why you don't get the results you want. Why? Because you're trying to be the end all be all for everyone. And you cannot be the end all be all for everyone. Because why? You're not here to solve everybody's problem. I don't care what your offer is. See? God himself came in human flesh, right? 2,000 years ago. We know him as Jesus the Christ, right? And he came here. And here's the amazing thing. So a lot of folks said Jesus came to die for the whole world. Well, that's not what Jesus said initially. It did not say Jesus came for the lost sheep of Australia. It does not say that Jesus came for the lost sheep of China. It does not even say that Jesus came for the lost sheep of Zimbabwe. No, or United States of America, right? It clearly says that was sent to the lost sheep of Israel. Now, very interesting that Christ would say that. Because why? We like to put Jesus in our box and form the kind of Jesus that we want, because we want Jesus to be the end-all, be-all to everyone. But Jesus was pretty clear. I was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Now, you might be wondering, well, Chris, what about the Great Commission? The Great Commission is fine. He commissioned his disciples to go to the world. Go read Matthew 28, right? 19 and 20. But his specific assignment was for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So, how is this very important? And what's your kingdom marketing secret here, my friends? That the reason why you may be stuck right now, the reason why you may not be making headway right now, a reason why you may not be getting results you hope and desire right now in your business is because you have been taught, and I was mistaught as well, that you need to try to target and talk to everybody. Right? So your message is just general. Your message is bland. And people are like, are they talking to me? Or are they talking to this person over here? Like, what problems do they do? So people don't know who you actually serve and what problems you actually solve. They don't respond to your messaging. And that's why you were being ignored. See, Jesus had a specific assignment. He knew who he was sent to solve problems for. So it's time for you, my friend, to market like Jesus. It's time for you, my friend, to get clear like Jesus. It's time for you also to say, you know what? I'm going to cut off the fluff. I'm going to stop trying to be the end-all, be-all for everybody. I'm going to stop trying to save the world with my products and services. I'm going to get clear on who God has assigned me to, because I know who God has assigned me to, right? 2020, God gave me an assignment to Christ-centered coaches, consultants, and experts and online entrepreneurs, right? Prior to that, I had an assignment, I was working with real estate and mortgage professionals, right? Prior to that, I had an assignment, I was working with network marketers. But each time I was successful in those different ventures or different audiences because why? I wasn't trying to save and work with everybody. My same expertise of online marketing, where I'm an expert in, right? I was able to take it to different groups and niches of people based off the assignment that I had at that particular season. I hope you're getting this. Hope this is, if this is making sense to you, there ain't any light bulb moments right now. Do me a favor, type in the comments right now what has stood out to you so far, right? I want you to type, I want you to stay in the comments and do me a favor. Tell me now, who do you serve, right? Or type in the comments, Chris, I'm still not clear yet. But if you are clear, this is giving you more clarity, where you want to cut off the fat, where you're willing to do that and begin to market your business the same way that Jesus did. Type in the comments right now who you are called to serve, just like Jesus knew who he was called to serve, who he was assigned to. Because it's very important that you begin to know that. There's some more things for us who you're assigned to that I do teach. So you want to register for one of my 5-day virtual events that I do offer, and I dive into that a lot more detail for you. But for right now, I just want you to hopefully get a light bulb moment, just to get a little bit of an epiphany, right? For you to say, you know what? I got to stop listening to what everybody else is telling me to do. I got to stop trying to save the world. And let me focus on a group of people just like Christ did, and let me focus on solving their problems. Because I promise you, if you do, you will get 10, 20, 30 times better results than what you're doing right now, trying to save the world. See, one thing I learned in marketing, I teach all my classes inside of my Rapid Success System, is that in marketing, right, whenever you do any kind of content, any kind of presentation, any kind of virtual event, whatever the case may be, you put anything out there publicly, your post, your marketing should say two things. It should do two things. The first thing it should do, let me stick this right here. The first thing it should do, it should call out and attract exactly who it is you're trying to reach. And it should be crystal clear, there is no doubt. Now, it's kind of like what we call a dog whistle. What's the powerful thing about a dog whistle? When it's blown, only what? Dogs can hear it. Certain canines, humans can't even hear it. So your marketing should be like a dog whistle. It should be like a purple cow, right? Purple cows don't stand out. You don't see purple cows too often, right? not ever, right? But the point is that if you see brown cows all the time, you become numb to that, right? But if you happen to see a purple cow, you're like, oh, what the heck is that? When you do a correct dog whistle in your marketing, it should call out who you're talking to. So it should attract those who you want to attract. But also it should do something else a lot of folks are afraid of. It should repel those who you don't want. You got to be willing to repel those who you don't want to serve with, who you don't want to work, who you're not called to solve problems for. Because why? Everybody's not your audience. And you got to be okay with it. Stop trying to be a people pleaser. Stop trying to satisfy the world. Stop trying to make everybody happy. Know who you're assigned to and focus on those folks. Like right now, today, in my assignment right now, I work with Christian coaches, consultants, course creators, professional service providers, and experts, and that's it. Even though I worked with network marketers in the past, even though I have worked with brick and mortar people in the past, even though I have worked with e-commerce people in the past, even though I have worked with, different kinds of business owners in the past, traditional business owners, right now with my Rapid Success System, it's for a specific audience, and that's where we're getting the best results. But why? Because they know that I solve your problem. I'm not the jack of all trades, right? I'm an expert in here, and if you're a coach, consultant, course creator, or an expert, I can solve your problem, right? I'm your problem solver. I'm not trying to be end all be all to everybody who calls himself an entrepreneur today. And you don't want to be that kind of person either. So you want to be able to attract who you want to attract, and at this very same time, repel who you need to repel. That is professional marketing at its finest. And that's exactly what Jesus did. Because why? Jesus repelled who? The Pharisees. Who else? The Sadducees, right? All the religious folks, right? And he attracted who? The sinners, right? He attracted who? The people who understood that the Messiah was coming, right? The believers who understood the Messiah was coming, right? But that same message that he proclaimed attracted the people to him and repelled the wrong people. That's what you got to do as well. Learn from the greatest marketer, the greatest entrepreneur who ever walked this planet Earth, Jesus Christ. And also something else that he did, just as a bonus nugget that I'm going to talk about some future episodes. Jesus Christ was a master storyteller. See, one thing you're going to learn in marketing is that stories sell, facts tell, but stories sell. It's the reason why Jesus always taught in parables. His disciples asked him, why do you teach in parables? He said, why? Because it wasn't for them to understand the message, right? So stories, just like you and I, have always grabbed us. The greatest sermon is only memorized if it finishes with an amazing illustration. You can listen to an amazing sermon, but if that pastor, that teacher does not cap it off with a great illustration that allows you to apply what he just taught, he lost his audience. And he could have had some sound doctrine. Stories is what we remember. We don't remember facts. So if you read the Gospels, it's the reason why Jesus taught in parables. Why? Because he understood the human mind, and he knew what we would remember. And he used metaphors. He used similes, right? The kingdom of heaven is like. The kingdom of heaven is like. He taught in metaphors and similes. Why? Because that stuck out and it resonated with the people. They could relate to that. So again, I'm going to do a whole other episode talking about metaphors, similes, and stories in your marketing, because that's one skill that if you can begin to master, that will increase your revenue by a gazillion. Trust me, it will. So I hope you got value from this. Let me know what you got value from this. Type in the comments below what you got value from this as well. I want to know. Type in the comments below right now what you got value from this. Hey, if you're on YouTube right now, do that YouTube stuff. Like the video, share the video, hit that bell so that way you're notified every time I upload something new for you. Do that as well, my friend. And also, hey, if you are a coach, a consultant, a course creator, a professional service provider, or an expert, I put together a brand new free tutorial for you that's going to show you how to get clients consistently without technical overwhelm, without being online posting all day, and without compromising your faith, my friend. If you want access to that free training, there should be a link somewhere in the description or in the first comments below. Click that link, get access to this training right now. It's up for a limited amount of time. Folks have been raving about this training. People are blown away by the amount of value in this training. And guess what? It's free. And I guarantee you, it'll probably be better, 10 times better than courses you have purchased out there from other people. That's how valuable this training has been to people. So check it out. It's free. It's just for coaches, consultants, course creators, professional service providers, and experts. All right. Go check out the training. It's going to help you so much get more clients consistently in your business, my friend, without all the crazy stuff everybody's telling you to do or compromising your faith, which a lot of people are trying to tell you to do as well. So check it out, my friend. Hope you enjoy it. Again, remember this, my friend. Put God first in all that you do, and you too shall succeed. Peace and God bless.
Thanks for listening to Kingdom Marketing Secrets. For more powerful resources to grow your business the Kingdom way, go to kingdommarketingsecrets.com. If this podcast has impacted you, we ask you to subscribe, post a review, and share it with a friend.